Here's a detailed look at the emotional and dramatic journey unfolding in the upcoming episodes. From illness and family conflict to shocking revelations, sacrifices, and heartbreaking losses, this script traces how Janek's life becomes deeply entangled with Rishi's family. Relationships are tested, truths are exposed, and choices made during moments of crisis change everyone's future forever. Sunday, February 1st, 2026 episode 625 villagers inform Rishi's family about Janek's illness. Tensions escalate as Dadabhai insists on visiting her despite resistance, with Puthul standing by him. Monday, February 2nd, 2026 episode 626, as Dadabhai insists on visiting Janak, Rishi stops him, fearing damage to his bond with Aditi. Arshi questions Aditi about her talk with Rishi. Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026 episode 627, Dadabhai and Puthul visit Janak's village, where Parasar fumes over Rishi's absence and behavior. Aditi angrily rejects Rishi's apologies. Wednesday, February 4th, 2026 episode 628, Nutan accepts Dadabhai and Puthul's help for Janak's treatment. Janak regains consciousness and smiles on hearing they have come to support her. Thursday, February 5th, 2026 episode 629, relieved to see Janak regain consciousness. Dadabhai shares an emotional moment with her. Shock follows when Rishi announces that Aditi has ended their relationship. Friday, February 6th, 2026 episode 630, Rishi blames Dadabhai for ruining his relationship with Aditi. Dadabhai asks Janak to come to Kolkata, promising education and a secure future. Saturday, February 7th, 2026 episode 631, Janak grows emotional as Dadabhai and Puthul leave the village. Tensions rise when Rishi and Dadabhai clash fiercely over Janak. Sunday, February 8th, 2026 episode 632, Janak admits to Nutan and Parasar that Rishi never accepted her and loves only Aditi. Tensions erupt when Dadabhai suddenly suffers a heart attack. Monday, February 9th, 2026 episode 633, Nutan questions Janak about her feelings for Rishi and Dadabhai asks Puthul to connect with Janak, wishing to speak to her before surgery. Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 episode 634, Janak rushes to the hospital to see Dadabhai, while Rishi faces an inquiry over his marriage. Dadabhai feels comforted and happy seeing Janak beside him. Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 episode 635, Janak pleads with Dadabhai to let her stay and care for him at the hospital. She firmly defends herself when Rishi insults her and refuses to leave. Thursday, February 12th, 2026 episode 636, Janak confronts Rishi, declaring he isn't the man she deserves. Aditi reluctantly agrees to consult a psychiatrist with Rishi to clear her confusion. Friday, February 13th, 2026 episode 637, Janak worries as Parasar plans to visit Dadabhai, fearing Rishi's truth may surface. The family anxiously awaits updates on Dadabhai's operation. Saturday, February 14th, 2026 episode 638, tension rises as Rishi's family struggles to arrange blood for Dadabhai's surgery. Later, Puthul thanks Janak for donating blood and saving Dadabhai. Sunday, February 15th, 2026 episode 639. Aditi pressures Rishi to act against his marriage to Jhanak, and he asks Jhanak to return to the village. Dadabhai insists on meeting Jhanak. Monday, February 16th, 2026 episode 640. Anirudh spots Nutan at the hospital and realizes Jhanak is her daughter. Nutan and Parasar are shocked when Aditi reveals she is Rishi's fiancée. Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 episode 641. Rishi rejects his forced marriage to Jhanak and announces his intention to marry Aditi. Jhanak later worries that Rishi's job might be at risk because of her. Wednesday, February 18th, 2026 episode 642. In a police committee meeting, Rishi is proven innocent based on Janak's statement. Then his car accidentally hits Jhanak, leaving her injured. Thursday, February 19th, 2026 episode 643. Dadabhai and Puthul support Jhanak, reminding the family of her kindness. Aditi grows insecure and upset over Rishi's growing concern for Jhanak. Friday, February 20th, 2026 episode 644. Aditi refuses to let Rishi sign as Janak's family for surgery, driven by jealousy. Arshi confronts Anirudh with questions about Janak's parentage. Saturday, February 21st, 2026 episode 645. On Dadabhai's advice, Rishi signs as Janak's husband to take responsibility. As he comforts her in critical condition, Jhanak feels emotional support. Sunday, February 22nd, 2026 episode 646. Rishi informs Nutan about Janak's accident, deeply moving her. He is shocked when Nutan reveals that Anirudh is Janak's biological father. Monday, February 23rd, 2026 episode 647. Rishi is stunned to learn Aditi and Jhanak are stepsisters, creating family tension. Nutan makes her final wish for Rishi to accept and protect Jhanak. Tuesday, February 24th, 2026 episode 648. Jhanak is shocked when Rishi tells her she must stay at his house and cannot return to the village. Aditi questions him about his concern for Jhanak. Wednesday, February 25th, 2026 episode 649. Aditi warns Rishi she won't marry him if Jhanak is involved. Rishi hands Nutan's letter to Anirudh, who asks him to keep Janak's identity secret. Thursday, February 26th, 2026 episode 650. Rishi urges Anirudh to take responsibility for Jhanak, but he refuses. Parasar breaks down emotionally as Nutan breathes her last. Friday, February 27th, 2026 episode 651. As Parasar performs Nutan's last rites, Jhanak grows emotional, remembering her guidance. Rishi vows to care for Jhanak and mourns Nutan's sudden passing. Saturday, February 28th, 2026 episode 652. After Nutan's demise, Parasar asks Rishi to take responsibility for Jhanak. Meanwhile, Aditi urges Rishi to prioritize their relationship and informs Jhanak about Nutan. This sequence of episodes captures a powerful turning point in the story, where love, duty, and truth collide. Janak's resilience and sacrifices slowly reshape the family's perspective, even as jealousy and fear threaten to tear relationships apart. With Nutan's passing and unresolved tensions between Rishi, Aditi, and Jhanak, the stage is set for even deeper emotional struggles and life-changing decisions in the